Rockin' on the Runway 2025 is coming up in late April, April 27th and 28th, 2025, one of the great concerts and celebrity golf tournaments combined. And I'll be there. Hi, everybody. John Daly here for the Carolina Buzz. And you should join us. Keep watching as I interview Rob Arthur from the Peter Frampton Band and Flynn McKinney, who helps make this tournament happen. They give us all the history, the details, and the excitement. Welcome to you guys both. Are you pumped?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Rob, let's talk about the last Rockin' on the Runway concert. To me, it was absolutely magic. Explain how unique Rockin' on the Runway concert is for you as an artist.
It gives us, as an artist, it gives me an opportunity to work with people that I normally don't, but are in my industry that I respect so much. You know, some of us in the band have been together doing this kind of thing for, I don't know, 15 plus years. We have core members, Jeff Adams, for example, Damon Johnson. These guys are my brothers, and I lean on them so heavily, and they get what we're doing here. There's so much love in this event, and it's impossible to miss that. So we just have fun with it. We try to put on the biggest rocking show we can for the people. We just put our whole hearts into this, and that's how we approach it. And we hope that everybody just loves it more and more each year.
Flynn, talk about the uniqueness for the audience, because when you're there, you're just swept up in this.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I really think this event is unlike any other. We call it a party with a purpose because it really is a few different events with different ways for people to get involved. You know, these incredibly talented musicians come into Greenville. They work incredibly hard, not just the weekend of. They're working all year long to work together to play each other's songs and really put together a amazing, unique concert experience. It's truly, you know, 5 different concerts all in one with all your favorite hits in a couple hours.
Rob, any surprises coming for this one?
Yeah. If it's a surprise, am I supposed to say something?
Well, you can hide it or you can tease it. Either way.
Okay, let me see here. Well, we have a couple people that we've artists that we're showing that we've had before who everybody loved. John Cafferty with the big hit On the Dark Side, and he's just the coolest guy ever. Puts on a great show. We just fell in love with him last year, so we asked him back this year. Also, a returning alumni is Wally Palmer from the Romantics. We always love What I Like About You. We love that. It's about as rock and roll as it gets. And yes, we have a surprise. Yes, we're going to bring in Jason Scheff, who replaced Peter Cetera in Chicago. He was the lead singer for Chicago for 30 plus years following Peter Cetera. So we also, with him, we brought other members of Chicago. So we're going to have a nice little Chicago reunion. There's 4 of us who have been in that band, including the great Danny Seraphin, who he's been here for many, many years. We all love Danny. So we're going to have this great little part of the show that's just pure Chicago.
Wow. Yeah. Jason's a great friend too. He does a lot of celebrity golfing. He's actually a pretty good golf player too, as well.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. So Flynn, there are actually 2 concerts that night. Talk about that.
Yeah, so we get started with the back 9. The back 9's been with us really since the beginning of this concert event. They really kick us off about 5 p.m. when the doors open on Sunday night, and they just get the party started. They set the tone, get everybody excited, and then the main set hits the stage probably around 7:30, and really play till the party stops. They play till we finish up.
The next day is the golf. Talk about that and how they're going to actually, if they can sign up to be a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Our golf tournament is definitely, we've had wait lists in the past. We do have a couple openings this year for some new people that want to join. It's at Holly Tree Country Club, who's been a great partner to us as well over the years. We couldn't do it without our many birdie sponsors, our golf teams that play in this event. Tito's Table 301, who does an amazing on-course food spread for us. I'm talking oysters and sliders, and it's fabulous to keep people hydrated and well fed during the event. But a great way to find out is RocknOnTheRunway.org. We do have tickets available there, as well as golf tournament information if someone wants to join in. Talk about how all this goes to Arizona charities, and namely Pendleton Place. Yeah, so we've been working with Penn Place since the very beginning. This is our 26th year of this event. Penn Place itself was founded in 1975, really now moving from just foster care programs, really providing comprehensive programs to serve underprivileged youth and families in our area that have been affected by foster care. Mike Williams and Troy Baldry, two of our original founders, have previously spent time on the board and really watched it grow into what it is today. And the really cool thing, to Rob's point of the passion and the love for this event, these musicians have actually gone on site. They come in early, and we've been able to do tours at Penn Place, and they've spent time with the programs and the staff. So they're deeply connected to the cause, which really just makes it all that more special.
Yeah, and I would tell people if they're attending the event, go over to Pendleton Place and see what they do, because it's fabulous what they do, especially for a lot of young kids who are homeless, who are stranded on the street.
For sure, absolutely. It's an amazing kind of secret in town, but they do so much great work and are continuing to grow, which is another great thing in the local area for us in Greenville.
Okay, so you mentioned some of the sponsors. Can you give me just a list of some of the others who make this happen?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got ScanSource, who's our presenting sponsor, and they've been with us for the past couple of years. Great partner for us. We've got some amazing families that are contributing and have been contributing to help support us over the years. The Dye family and the Byers family graciously support the event personally, which is awesome. And then there's so many other corporate and in-kind sponsors that truly, without them, this event would not be possible. We very much rely on them to help us put this event together and help support Penn Place at the end of the day.
Give the website just one more time so that they understand.
Yes, it's RocknOnTheRunway, RocknOn therunway.com or .org. I'm sorry, .org.
.org. Okay. So Rob, you've actually done a lot here, and especially during the pandemic. Talk about some of the stuff you've done before.
Yeah. Well, we've had just some incredible, the people in the band that we assemble, we like to have people associated with really big name acts that are also great guys in a band that do their homework and are just, they're your guy you can lean on. Damon Johnson is with Leonard Skinner, Danny Seraphin, obviously with Chicago. Peter Stroud is Sheryl Crow's band leader. He's our another one of our guitarists. This year we have Keith Howland from Chicago. Myself, I played with Peter Frampton. I've played with Kenny Loggins and Chicago as well. And so we like to have like a big ass band that can deliver our own kind of associated hits. Another thing that's been great is, people like Mickey Thomas in the past, Jack Blades from Night Ranger, and Kelly Kagi. Every year we try to throw in some surprises with big name guest artists. Another thing that I'm really proud of is during the pandemic, none of us could get there. There was no event. We needed to keep generating interest and give something back to the sponsors and inspire people to keep giving. So what I did was I put together kind of a best of Greenville, at that point, and I interviewed all the musicians. Liberty DeVito stars in this one from Billy Joel's band. He's funny. And anyways, it's a long form video that you can see on the Rockin' on the Runway website. And I would encourage people to look at it because it really captures the passion we all have as musicians. We love it. We did it as a labor of love for the cause. And also you get to meet Mike and Troy, who talk about the event and what started this whole thing. So there's a lot there. It's very entertaining. We have 3 actual music videos that we made during the pandemic specifically for that video. So you can see all that. And I love that piece. And I still go back to it, laugh, get entertained, and please go to that because it'll get you inspired.
You're doing a lot of work now, especially with your musician partners for this event coming up. Talk about how much you put into it. It's not like you just appear there and you start playing, right?
Well, no, we want the show always to be as tight and well presented as we can. I also like to get the best possible musician in each station, the best guitarist, the best drummer, the best bass player. We have our alumni, Jeff Adams, Peter Stroud, Danny, and Damon Johnson, myself. The trick I have sometimes is when you try to find the best guys, the best people, they often have actual careers going on. So what happens is we will juggle throughout the months coming up to this. We'll have to pivot because some of the guys that have done it, all of a sudden, like Damon Johnson has a Leonard Skinner gig the night before, and well, you gotta do your job, with Leonard Skinner. So we have to figure out something else. That's why we have Keith Howland on guitar. So there's a lot of scheduling, even with some of our featured guests. It takes a lot of work to get people's schedules to line up. And when it does, we celebrate. Now we have this great thing in place for this year. It's all firm and we're ready to go. And now we get the set list together and we're ready to put on this great show.
Okay, so you put on a great show. You're preparing a month or so ahead of time. Are you okay to play golf the next day?
The golf is actually a huge, that's the reward that we.
They're a little tired. They're a little tired.
Yeah, some of us don't hit every shot. Some of us stay in the cart sometimes, but we like to go out and also, with each one of the celebrities, we try to bring some rock and roll stories. So if you want to be in one of the foursomes, we try to entertain that day too, and we work to make that as fun of a day as possible. And I love all of my former foursomes. These guys are everybody has been so great, and everybody gets the cause. And there's lovely people in Greenville that I can't wait to see again.
What's fascinating for me is I had a chance in the 1990s when I first started doing national television. I got to play in a lot of celebrity golf events. And what was fascinating for me, also being a kid of the 60s and 70s, watching you and Peter Frampton and all them. And then all of a sudden we got into the 90s and then now, and rock stars play golf. I mean, is there something different that's going on that we don't know about?
Yeah, there's some of the people, the golf is what draws them to it. So, ooh, I get a free day of golf. And there's a great swag bag that you get too. This is one of the best swag bags of all golf charities, I have to say. So that's pretty great. Swag means stuff we all get.
Yes.
So when you're in the tournament, you get real nice stuff, and they treat you like gold out there. There's always great food. It's just a great time.
Well, then talk about that a little bit more, because the excitement at the concert was pretty much matched at the golf course the next day, and a lot of it is because of people like Rob who are entertaining the foursomes that they're playing with.
Yeah, it's a ton of fun. It's not supposed to be a super competitive golf tournament. It's all about the fun, the fellowship, and enjoying each other's company. And these guys have worked so hard the night before, just kind of letting them, let their hair down and enjoy the groups that they play with. And, the groups love having them. It's not about, making the best score of the day. While that's fantastic and they get a prize for that too, it's not always the goal. But we've got different food stations. We've got a Table 301 and Carl Sapinski have been fabulous for us over the last couple of years, and bring a team of chefs out and do some live cooking demonstrations and have that out on the course. And then Tito's brings their Tito's bus and make sure everyone is well lubricated for the next day as well. So it's all about the fun. It's all about the fellowship and really enjoying each other's company, and kind of capping off the weekend on a high note.
Here's what I have to say. Flynn, Mike, Troy, all the people who run this thing make it look like they're having fun. But I know a ton of work goes into all these factors. They're laying out this thing to make it as fun for everybody as it can be. It's a party with a purpose, and the eyes on the prize. But to make it fun is what keeps people coming every year, and I can't state that strongly enough. It's why I've been here almost 15 years in a row, something like that, somewhere in there. we love it. And it's just an amazing event all around.
So another good reason I want you both to talk about this is Rockin' on the Runway is a great excuse for people who don't live in the Greenville area to go up and explore Greenville, which I think is one of the great towns in America that a lot of people don't know about, even though it's very popular. Flynn, talk about that.
Yeah, Greenville's had amazing growth over the last 10, 15 years. I mean, even since we started this event, I remember when the bridge downtown was first built, and that was like the attraction when everyone got into town was to go check out the bridge. We've got a great food scene. We work with Hall's Chop House. Hall's family has been a fantastic supporter of ours over the years, where we do kind of a closed sponsor event for those that support on Saturday night. But Greenville has just had incredible growth. It's a very cool town. Being someone that's born and raised here and lived here my entire life, it's interesting to see people coming here as a travel destination, but it's great for the city. And this is just another great event that brings people and draws people into the city for a great long weekend.
Rob, I come up a couple of days ahead of time to hit the restaurants and see some of the different things. What do you suggest for folks?
Well, downtown Greenville is a really happening downtown area. As I travel the country, there's a lot of downtown areas that are struggling post-pandemic. Greenville has done a really good job of making the whole downtown very healthy and vibrant. Great food. There's lots to do. I can't say enough about my experience just being in the town. My wife and I, when we were leaving LA about 8 years ago, Greenville was a consideration, like where we should move. However, my boss, Peter Frampton, lives in Nashville, and it was kind of a natural move to come to Nashville at that point. So, but Greenville was on our list, man, because I love it so much.
Yeah, they're two of the great cities, not only in the South, but also in America, where a lot of people are coming to. All right, before we wrap up, Flynn, just give us the who, what, where, when, and why, so people can figure out if they want to come here, how they can join us.
Yes, absolutely. It's the last weekend in April. We will have the event at the Foundry at Judson Mill, which is a really cool concert space. We were there last year for the first time. Tickets are available at RocknOnTheRunway.org. They're available now and until they sell out, until we meet capacity. They will be available at the door if we have any. Also, things to think about for that night. We do have a live and silent auction that are mobile. So bring your cell phones fully charged and ready to go. You'll have a great meal, great show, win some cool prizes from the live and silent auction. It's a great evening all together. And then the golf tournament as well the next day. Is at Holly Tree, like I mentioned earlier, and those foursomes are available online as well.
Rob, so do you want to tease a little secret again, or are you okay?
Well, here's what I will say is in the auction that happens in the middle of the concert, most of the guys in the band bring something pretty significant, and we've gotten we've gotten a lot of money from signed drums, guitars. I've made a couple paintings that are rock and roll paintings. The cool thing about that is, you're bidding on something that's personally brought by us musicians to donate to the cause, and we really want to make that a special thing. We will come down and spend time with you and sign, and that's kind of the appeal of the auction items for us. Is we love that we can bring something from our world and then make it valuable to this charity, and that's huge pay for us. It's a huge gift to see partnership. We bring this thing, and if somebody donates generously, then it goes to this cause as well. It makes us feel great.
All right, nothing more exciting, that's for sure. Looking forward to rocking with you guys.
Thanks,
Awesome.
John.
Now, if you're interested, go to the Rockin' on the Runway site, which is RocknOnTheRunway.org, and click Tickets. Now, your company could also be a sponsor. Just go to the Sponsor tab and take a look at the Backstage Pass video that Rob produced and talked about. It's funny and insightful. Hit the red See the Highlights video tab on the main page. It is well worth joining us in person at Rockin' on the Runway. We will see you there April 27th and 28th, 2025. And we are looking to get the word out about your company or your event. Let us know here at Carolina Buzz, brought to you by Wingding Media, with video production, your own TV channel, social media, and digital marketing that works. We can show you the numbers and the reach. Check it out at wingding.tv or call 843-272-1901. We can get your message out all over the Carolinas, and we can turn it around quickly. Let us show you. I'm John Daly with the Carolina Buzz.